Well, gonna wish y'all a happy Halloween if you're watching this and when I decided to post this. And second of all, yo, what's up? It's your boy Joe. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, press the bell notification to let you know when I be upload a video. And as you can read the title, we're gonna be talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender and how generational that show is, because till this day it's one of the greatest shows Nick ever produced in their whole entire category of shows that they have. And Avatar: The Last Airbender is generational. And when I say generational, anybody can watch that show. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's for everyone to watch. From the story to the animation to the characters, like everything about that show is perfection. And I feel like ever since Avatar: The Last Airbender ended, Nickelodeon don't really have a show like Avatar: The Last Airbender that's generational. They try to do it with The Legend of Korra. That shit failed. Some people may like it, but me personally and many others did not like it because it didn't live up to the expectation of the Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I kind of get it because, one, they already made Korra into like this bitchy avatar who thinks she's better than everyone just because she's the avatar and shit like that. But what she was lacking of is the spiritual part of becoming an avatar. She got the fighting combat and learning the whole different elements down. But when it comes to learning the spiritual, that was an issue. And plus the way she would play my boy Mako, like, not Mako, Bolin. Yeah, the way how she was treating my boy Bolin. Come on, man. So fuck Korra. The Legend of uh, Avatar: The Last Airbender is way better than Legend of Korra. And again, the story is a lot better from versus The Legend of Korra. It did not feel like it was rushed with the Avatar: The Last Airbender, unlike The Legend of Korra, because it was super rushed. And if you think it wasn't rushed, there was something wrong with you in the head because it felt super rushed. And that's why Avatar: The Last Airbender is so generational because, again, the story behind it, the message behind the show, and especially with Uncle Iroh, like his quotes and stuff, he be spitting facts. Like, I'm telling you, no one else like Uncle Iroh does it. And here's one thing that I fuck about with Uncle Iroh. There is one quote that I believe, if I remember correctly, and he said, "Today I believe in our destiny, and destiny would be our friend," something like that. Like the way how he said that shit, and like many other quotes that he had throughout the whole season, they are peak. Yeah, yeah, maybe the first season was too kiddish and stuff like that. I get it. But boy, oh boy, when it was time for season two, when it's time for Earth, no, I feel like it got serious on book one. I want to say getting close towards the end of season 1. That's when it got really serious. Like, enough with the kids' jokes, and enough with the cringiness and stuff. But it did have some. It did have some. It also had some funny moments too. I ain't gonna lie. Like, not only it was also getting serious, but it did have some little funniness to it to, tense up. Not tense up, but you know what I'm trying to ease up the seriousness in the show. But man, and the reason why I'm making this video because I just uh finally finished and rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I started it last night, and now I just finally finished watching it for like the 100 times that I've seen it. Because again, it's so good. It's generational. No other Nickelodeon show would make me feel the way Avatar: The Last Airbender did. And I'm just saying the fact. Like, no other Nick show would make me feel the same way as Avatar: The Last Airbender. I mean, other shows try, but it didn't have the same impact. I mean, I could give them kudos for them trying to, uh, you know, have that same impact like Avatar: The Last Airbender did, but it didn't succeed. Which is okay though, because not every show is gonna be like Avatar: The Last Airbender, where it's a generational thing where you can watch it with your kids, and their kids can watch it with their kids, and it still be the most popular Nick show right now. Like, even though that show came out like back what 2005, and yeah, like the best character development that ever hits on a kids show like on Nick is Zuko, hands down. Hands down, the best character development. Cause in the beginning, and I don't care if I do spoilers, cause you should have probably been watching it. The show been out for since 2005, a whole ass decade ago. You ass should have been watched it. But anyway, all Zuko was wanted the approval of his father, the capture of the Avatar, and get his honor back from his father by capture the Avatar. And as the season go by, and as his journey progresses, he started to change. He started to not really care too much for his honor, for his father approval for capture the Avatar. He decided to join up with them and fight against his called father, Fire Lord Ozai, who voiced by Mark Hamill, the most overrated well, not overrated, but you know what I mean, who played Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, and the Joker in the Batman Beyond animated show, which is another classic show, which is Batman Beyond. But that's more for a cartoon than Nick. But I digress. Let me know in the comment section what is your favorite season and favorite part of Avatar: The Last Airbender, because mine is when Zuko was facing Azula. And the way how the production was in the last season, and specifically that fight between Zuko and Azula, it's a masterpiece, chef. Like, there's right when they start fighting, all of a sudden the music just play, and you see the colors of the fire and lightning, and all you hear is the sound effects while the music playing in the background. And then the way how they transition from their fight to Aang and Ozai fight, chef kiss. Like, they really did their thing with the production in the last final season of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, they did their shit. Like, the budgeting they put into that, like, they knew we was gonna eat that up. You know what? They were like, let's give the fan what they want, because unlike some shows, we actually care for our fans, and we're gonna do them right, and we're gonna show them what we are made of. And they did their shit with the last season. And this is why I constantly watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not only for the animation, for the story, for the character development. You could relate to each characters in the show. Like, nowadays, you don't really see that in the show. Especially a cartoon show like Avatar: The Last Airbender. And yes, it's a cartoon because it's made by Nick and it's an American corporation. So, but it does have a Japanese anime style to it, which is inspired by it. Because if it was an actual anime, it would have been adapted into Japan. And you could have easily tell the difference from anime to Western American cartoon. But anyway, I rest that case. Again, happy Halloween. Let me know what was your favorite season and your favorite part of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I already told you mine. It was the Zuko and Azula fight, and then it transitioned into Aang and Fire Lord Ozai fight. And see you next time.